Now, of course, on the other end of that spectrum, we know that living the sedentary lifestyle, they're discovering more and more is having such a detrimental effect on our health. So we're going to tackle that right now in our health chat.
Now, during winter, we all tend to get a little lazy, but one of the worst things you can do to your body is doing nothing at all. Living a sedentary lifestyle can take a toll on both your physicality and your mentality, and if you combine this with a bad diet, well, then you're looking at a lot of trouble. So changing bad eating habits is far easier than we all think, and it can be as simple as including jungle oat bran into your diet. It's versatile and can be included in many different meals, and because it's high in soluble fiber, which can assist in reducing blood cholesterol levels, it's absolutely great for you. Back in studio to give us more nutrition advice and to chat about the dangers of not being active is our favorite registered dietitian, Lauren Moore. Welcome back. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So, Lauren, when we talk about a sedentary lifestyle, firstly, what is that? How is it defined, and why is it unhealthy to live that kind of lifestyle?
So sedentary lifestyle is basically not moving enough. So sitting for several hours during the day, not exercising regularly. And the problem with this is that a lot of research has shown that sitting is the new smoking. So what this basically means is that if you are a sedentary person and you don't exercise a lot, you have as high a risk of developing certain diseases as if you smoked.
Yeah.
So that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
A lot of us feel like, oh, we don't smoke, so our risks are much reduced. But actually, a sedentary lifestyle can increase your risk of certain types of cancers. Obviously, obesity, because we're not burning as many calories. Increased risk of type 2 diabetes, and even things like depression. So it really is something to take note of.
And a lot of people out there are doubling out on the risk factors in that they're not only sedentary, but they also smoke as well.
Absolutely, and like you said, poor diets and all those other risk factors compound as well.
All right. So the problem here is not moving enough. You talked about sitting on the couch or maybe lying on the bed for more than 8 hours a day. So when we talk about exercise, some people do take it to extremes and they exercise for 15 hours a day. That's what their life consists of. But what is an optimum level of exercise for the average person every day?
So I think for the average person, the World Health Organization says that we should be exercising for at least 150 minutes a week.
Okay.
So that's a good place to start, is that sort of goal, 150 minutes a week. You can break it up into as many bouts of exercise as you want, but a bout of exercise should be at least 10 minutes. If you're trying to lose weight, you would aim for about 210 minutes a week as your ultimate goal for exercise. And 2 or 3 of those sessions should be a bit of resistance exercise. So you want to get that weight-bearing exercise in conjunction with your cardiovascular exercise.
So 10 minutes a day sounds very doable. But give us some tips on how you can then start on that. Get off your couch and get moving for at least those 10 to 15 minutes a day.
I think the most important thing to think about is that you need to get your priorities straight. So don't feel like it has to be a 10-kilometer run or there's no point in it. You have to understand that there's a cumulative effect of lots of small things that you can do. So for example, if you take the stairs instead of the lift at work, you go walk your dog around the block every day, those small little things can make a huge difference. I think one of the best ideas to try and implement is to get a friend, like an exercise buddy, who can help you with exercise and you can motivate each other. And also look for arranged events in your neighborhood. So look for your closest park run, see if there's a boot camp in your neighborhood that you can join, and also look for things that you can do at home. A lot of people feel like exercise has to be done at the gym, and gym can be quite intimidating and time-consuming. Skipping at home, fantastic cardiovascular exercise. Lunges, push-ups, squats, planking, all that type of resistance exercise is also very good for you. So there's a lot of options for things you can do at home.
Yeah, and obviously also quite a lot of fun when you involve the family in it.
Absolutely.
So if you've got the kids that can offer that resistance while you're doing the push-ups or, help out and actually maybe get them into that active lifestyle as well. And then lastly, of course, your diet is probably as important, if not even more important than your exercise. So tell me about the right kind of foods to get into your body pre and post workout to help you not only in the performance during those workouts or those exercises, and then also in the recovery.
I think it depends on the type and intensity of the exercise regarding what you should and shouldn't be eating. Obviously, those people who are exercising 15 hours a day, they would have quite rigid diets, very high protein. But for the lay person who's just doing that 150 minutes a week, I think the most important thing to look out for is big gaps before you exercise and after you exercise between your meals. So for example, if you're eating your lunch at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and you're only going to exercise at 5 o'clock, you don't really want to exercise on a very empty stomach because your blood sugar could drop. So you would want to get a snack in maybe an hour before you exercise. And again, once you finish your exercise, if there's going to be a 4 or 5 hour gap until supper, you would want to have a snack there so you don't have that drop. So Easy snacks that you can think about. Ideally, you want a high fiber carbohydrate, so something like a slice of whole wheat toast or a fruit, and you want to combine that with a protein or a healthy fat, a boiled egg, a handful of nuts, avo, chicken, tuna, anything like that. And that as a starting point is a good way to see if you do need a snack before or after your exercise.
Yeah, and it's about getting the good nutrition in and not necessarily eating those empty calories, right? Because that's also a dangerous pitfall that people fall into.
Definitely,
Yeah. Well, Lauren, thank you very much for your time and your expertise. We always do appreciate it. And you've heard it here. Taking small steps towards a healthier you is far easier than you think. And we hope that you're inspired to get out there, to get active, and to eat food that will give you that boost that you need to keep going.
South Africa's original oat champion now has a range of nutritious, delicious muesli. New Jungle Muesli, available in an exciting variety of flavors.